Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game 2 of the 2025 softball season. Tonight, Mookie's Maulers take on Goldmembers, formerly known as Get M next year. The Maulers have some unfinished business to take care of as they lost the championship game to them last summer and are looking to even the score with these divisional opponents. The game begins with Goldmembers' third baseman Pete Muniz bouncing one over the third base bag as Tommy Candela makes an amazing play, but Muniz's speed beats it out for an infield hit to begin the game. Here's that Brooks Robinson, Nolan Arenado-esque play again. The second batter, shortstop Frank Granato, then ropes a single up the middle, and Mookie's Maulers are quickly in trouble as there is now first and third with nobody out. Then designated hitter Chris Garcia pops up to second, and there's one out. The cleanup hitter, Randy DeGregorio, then draws a walk to load the bases. Then Mookie's Maulers pitcher, Johnny Martirosyan, issues a 4-pitch walk to Frank Cheech, forcing in the runner, and Goldmembers have a 1-0 lead. Then catcher Kevin Cole pops up the third, and there are now 2 out. Then Goldmembers pitcher Dave Brink fists one to second, and Johnny somehow escapes the top of the first with only 1 run scoring. In the home half of the first, outfielder Joey DePola flies out to right for the first out of the inning.
There you go.
Mookie's Maulers outfielder Mike DePaula begins the home second with a sharply hit single up the middle. Then after Mookie draws a 5-pitch walk, putting runners on first and second with 1 out, third baseman Tommy Candela singles to left, driving in Mookie's Maulers' first run of the game, evening the score at 1-1. Next up is left fielder Dom Casella, and he launches one into the next time zone for a monstrous 3-run shot, and Mookie's Maulers are quickly up by a score of 4-1.
That's a Dom. Hey!
Then second baseman Phil Heck lofts a ball into left center that is dropped for a 2-base error, and the Maulers have a runner at second with 1 out. Then after ripping 1 foul, first baseman Ethan Collins pulls one that lands just fair down the right field line, driving in Phil Heck with the 5th run of the inning, but not before Ethan does a wicked face plant rounding the bag at first base. Then right fielder Andy Garcia singles between first and second, putting runners on the corners, still with only 1 out. Then catcher Monte Montalto hits a double play ball to Goldmembers shortstop Frank Granato, but it's booted, and Mookie's Maulers have 2 on again with still only 1 out. Then Duncan Scher lines out to left center, but the throw by cutoff man Frank Granado to third base is spiked, and Andy Garcia trots home with the 7th run of the inning. At this point, the Maulers are able to turn the lineup over, but not before leadoff man Joey DePaula ties a world record by making both the first and last out of the inning. And at the end of the first, the Maulers lead the game 7-1. The visitors' second begins with Goldmembers Mike Marrero lofting a pop-out to second baseman Phil Heck for out number 1. Then Maulers pitcher Johnny M. issues a pair of one-out walks before inducing a pop-out to Mookie at shortstop for the second out of the inning. Johnny then lucks out as Goldmembers shortstop. Frank Granado rips a seed to third baseman Tommy Candela for the third out of the inning. Moving to the bottom of the second, Mike DePella leads off by beating out a sharp ground ball in the hole, despite a nice play by Goldmembers shortstop Frank Granado. Then Mookie takes his second turn at bat and strokes a hard ground ball up the middle for a base hit, which puts runners on first and second with nobody out. Then third baseman Tommy Candela rips a line single to left as Mike DePaula races home with the Maulers' first run of the inning. Then Dom Casella skies one to right center for out number 1. Phil Heck then rips one between short and third for an RBI single, driving home the second run of the inning. Then first baseman Ethan Collins flies out to right center for the second out of the inning, as Tommy Candela advances to third. Then another rough play for the Goldmembers shortstop, as Andy Garcia reaches safely at first on the error, and Tommy Candela scores the third run of the inning for Mookie's Maulers. The inning finally ends as Monte Montalto lines out to left, making it a 10-1 ball game. The Goldmembers' third begins with a long drive to the right center field fence by Chris Garcia for out number 1. Then hitting against the Maulers' infield shift, Randy DeGregorio grounds a single past Tommy Candela for a base hit. Then a line single to left center field by Frank Cheech, and it looks like Goldmembers have some fight in them. Then Maulers pitcher Johnny M. puts himself in harm's way by walking the next two batters to load the bases with only one out.
Let's bat it out, guys.
Then Goldmembers Mike Marrero doubles home 2 more runs in the inning, past a diving Dom Casella in left. The next batter, Frank, then singles past Mookie at short, and Goldmembers have scratched back to make it a 10-5 ball game and still only have one out in the inning. This rally, however, is quickly put to bed as Vince Muniz pops out to the pitcher before big brother Pete Muniz lines one back to Johnny for the third out of the inning. So as we move to the bottom of the third, the score is Mookie's Maulers 10 and Goldmembers 5. Duncan Scher hits a hard two-hopper to second, but the second baseman spikes the throw, and Duncan is safe at first on the throwing error. Then Joey DePaula spanks a single pass short, and the Maulers are in business again with 2 on and nobody out. Then Joey's big brother Mike flies out down the right field line as Duncan Scher tags and moves over to third.
Mookie's Maulers number 3. Mookie crosser.
And now it's Mookie time as he strokes a line drive to center, driving home Duncan from third, and with his hustle, stretches it into a 2-base hit. Then Tommy Candela hits a sacrifice fly to center, and Mookie's Maulers have put up a 2-spot in the bottom of the third, making it a 12-5 ball game. Finally, Dom Casella gets under one, ending the inning as he just misses his second home run on the night. Leading off the top of the fourth for Goldmembers, number 2 hitter Frank Renato flies out to left. Then former American Association baseball player Chris Garcia strokes a laser beam of a home run for the 6th run of the game for Goldmembers. Then Randy DeGregorio hits a ground ball as newly inserted shortstop Mike DiPaola rushes the throw, and Randy reaches base on the throwing error. Then when it looks like Frank Cheech hits one that is going to split the alley, out of nowhere comes Duncan Scher with his best flying Wallenda imitation and makes a spectacular diving grab on the play. Here it is again in slow motion. Then Mike DiPaola ranges back nicely to make another great play as the Maulers flash some leather in the top of the fourth. Moving to the bottom half of the fourth, Phil Heck leads the inning off, stroking one back through the box for a base hit. Then Ethan Collins draws a walk, and the Maulers are in business again here in the home fourth.
Stepping up to the plate, the Maulers utility man, none other than Andy Garcia.
Then Andy Garcia hits a double play ball, but the second baseman throws it away, and Garcia is safe at first, as Phil Heck comes around to score the 13th run for the Maulers. Then after Monty Montalto makes the second out, popping up to short, Duncan Scher walks. Then Joey DiPaola walks, before Mike DiPaola rips one to shortstop Frank Renato, who makes a nice backhand, and Mookie's Maulers are retired in the fourth. Leading off the top of the fifth, pitcher Dave Brink hits one just past the outstretched glove of Mookie's Maulers third baseman Tommy Candela for a hit. Then Mike Marrero bloops one into no man's land, but Andy Garcia picks it up and fires it to Mookie at second for the force out. The next batter then hits a ground ball to short, which Mookie fields, flips to Phil Heck at second, but the relay throw is not in time and the batter beats it out at first base. Then Johnny walks Vince Muniz, and then walks his brother Pete Muniz before getting out of the inning with a grounder to third, and the inning is over. Moving to the bottom of the fifth, Mookie leads off by hitting a sharp ground ball to shortstop for out number 1. Then Tommy Candela grounds out to third for out number 2, before Dom Casella makes it 3 infield groundouts on the inning as the Maulers go down 1-2-3 in the home fifth. Because of the 1.5-hour time limit for games, the sixth and final inning begins with a walk to Goldmembers' Chris Garcia. Then after another walk to Randy DeGregorio, Maulers pitcher Johnny Martirosyan hits Frank Cheech with a pitch, and suddenly Goldmembers are in business with the bases loaded with nobody out in this 13-7 game. Then catcher Kevin Cole hit a grounder between short and third, but Mookie ranges over to make the grab and flip to third, forcing out the runner for the first out of the inning. Let's take a look at that one again. Then with one out, Dave Brink lines one over left center fielder Duncan Scher's head, driving home 2 runs. However, still down by 4 runs, he makes a reckless decision and is gunned down on a perfect relay, and now there are 2 remaining. Let's take a look at this great spin tag again by third baseman Tommy Candela. Then after a base hit by Mike Marrero, the next batter, Frank, grounds one to Mookie at shortstop. He flips to second, and the game is over, as Mookie's Maulers even their early season record at 1-1 with a 13-9 victory over Goldmembers. Tommy Candela went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 3 runs batted in, while Mookie Kasoy went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. The winning pitcher was Johnny Martirosyan, who evens his record at 1-1, and the losing pitcher was Dave Brink, who's also 1-1 on the season. The game time was 1 hour 29 minutes, and the final line score was Mookie's Maulers 13 runs on 12 hits in 1 error, while Goldmembers scored 9 runs on 10 hits and a whopping 6 errors. Between the 6 Goldmembers errors and the 9 walks and a hit batter by Maulers pitcher Johnny, this was a sloppy game for the most part. However, there were some great plays in the field, making this an interesting one to watch. Again, the final score of this one, Mookie's Maulers 13 and Goldmembers 9. Don't forget to tune in when Mookie's Maulers play New Jersey Finest later this week. But until then, this is Brian saying good night.
This video has been sponsored by Certified Mold Removal Incorporated. When mold strikes, you have a company you can trust to call. With 3 decades of mold inspection, testing and remediation experience, Certified Mold Removal Incorporated is the company to call. Serving the entire tri-state area including all of New Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania, Staten Island and Westchester County, New York and Fairfield County, Connecticut since 1995. Perhaps you are buying or selling a home, or a loved one in your home is getting sick. Call Certified Mold Removal Incorporated now and we can have a certified licensed mold inspector at your home with same-day service. He will evaluate your entire home for mold, locating the source of your problem and take air testing to determine the proper steps for your unique mold removal project. These tests are then sent overnight to an independent, third-party laboratory where the scientists then evaluate the samples and send back the report. Then our company Certified Mold Removal Incorporated will write a complete mold remediation protocol for you. It will be based on our visual inspection and the laboratory testing results. This mold removal plan will include everything, including correcting any airborne issues in your home or office, and repairing any damaged sheetrock walls. We can then begin your project the very next day if you like. Just check out our qualifications and the multitude of certifications our inspection, testing, and remediation professionals have obtained over the years. With our extensive qualifications and all of our years of experience, you will know you have chosen the right company to handle your mold inspection, testing, and remediation needs. With over 5,000 successful mold removal projects completed, you will know you have called the right company. So join our happy family of clients now and call Certified Mold Removal Inc. today. Operators are standing by.